Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this particular video I'm going to talk a bit about movies. So what kind of movies I have watched till date which have been important in, I won't say changing me or shaping me, but in this video I'm going to talk a bit about something called Hallmark movies. So I don't know how many people of you are aware of this thing called Hallmark movies. So they're usually a YouTube channel, or I don't like, not a channel, or that's kind of a organization. I think under those like under that lots of movies are made, like Hollywood movies usually, and all these movies are a duration of about like 1.5 hours or max to max like 2 hours. So I came across this Hallmark movies during my college, I think in the second or third year. So that was the time when we used to browse a lot of internet, and we had like a bit of a free time, so we would watch a lot of videos on YouTube. So that was the time when I came across this Hallmark movies. Now let me tell you, I'm not much of a movie person. I have never been a movie person. I have always been a book person. Even if I go to watch a movie in a theater, that would be like, I think, twice or thrice a year. That also like with family or friends maybe. Like I hardly watch movies at home, or even if I watch, it's very rare. So that's like very rare of me to go to a hall and watch a movie, like only twice or thrice a year. That's the thing. So I'm not very much of a movie person. I'm more of a book person, but I love when movies are made out of books, irrespective of the fact that people say, and that's also the truth, that movies are usually not even like 30% of the books. But I like to see the movies which are made out of books, because that makes me feel that I have already read it, and so I already know the story and everything, and then I'm watching a movie. So I am a person who loves spoilers. I know it's very weird, but I love spoilers, because when I know the ending and then when I watch the movie, I'm like, oh, I know what is going to happen in the end anyway. So I know it's very stupid, but I love spoilers. So in this particular video I'm going to talk about Hallmark movies and also name few movies which I felt were really very good. Now most of these are movies in the romantic genre side, but others were movies which also had a lesson to it. So I'm going to name few of these movies. Now I'm also going to write the description of these movies in the, like, the names of the movies in the description box. I'm doing this video because a lot of people asked me about what kind of movies you usually watch, or what kind of movies have helped you or something. So I wanted to talk about these movies in general, because I believe, when we are free, we usually don't know how to utilize that time. But these are movies which are like 1 hour 20 minutes, 1 hour 10 minutes. So I believe it's a really good use of time, given to the fact that the movies are really good, simple, and very much like credible, I would say. And also some of these movies have lessons to it. So you can definitely watch 1 or 2 of these movies in your free time, because it is hardly like a 1.5 or 2 hour watch, or even less than that. So I'm going to name a few of these Hallmark movies I have read, like Loving Leah, Farewell Mr Kringle, My Christmas Love, A Bride for Christmas, Remember Sunday. So out of these 5 to 6 movies, and also there was one more movie named God's Compass. So out of these 6 movies, there are these 2 movies which has been my favorite till date. That is, the first one has to be God's Compass, and the second one has to be Remember Sunday. So both these movies are having a duration of around like 1 hour 20 minutes, or I think 30 minutes max to max. And these 2 movies have really helped me vibe in changing the thought process, because this Remember Sunday is a love story. It talks about a man whose memory is changed, whose memory is erased every day, and he falls in love with a girl, and this girl was not aware of that thing. And after being together for some time, she comes to know that this man has this disease where he forgets every day. So every day this girl needs to remind him of the relationship. So I think I know this is a story which has been portrayed in lots of other movies as well, or parts of these in other movies, but this movie was different because the entire story was so simple and unique. Like these 2 people going to places together, enjoying things together, whether it's like skating or seeing and places around the city, and then this girl discovering on one fine day that this man won't remember her the very next day. He will forget the feelings which she went through. I think it was very much like palpable, and it was something which you can only understand if you watch the movie, because it's just like 1 hour 20 minutes watch, but in that short frame, I think around 20 or 30 minutes, I don't remember exactly, but in that short frame of time, the message which was there in the story was something very strong. And then this girl doesn't leave, she keeps on reminding him every day, and I think it's amazing, it's really phenomenal, this one. And the second favorite has to be God's Compass, because this is a story where it's like a sign that no matter what, God is always there, or even if he is not there, there is some stronger power, or I can say cosmic power, which will always be there to help you. So this is a story where a little guy needs some help, like some medical emergency, and there was a family which was there out there for his help. And at the end of the day, there was a grandmother, she finds out that years back, his own husband was saved by one of the relatives of this child they were saving. So that was a very much like a goosebump moment for me, because it was much later in the movie that this lady discovers that the little boy who they are helping is actually related to his husband, because her husband was saved years back by one of his relative. So this really shows that life comes in a full circle. When you give help to someone, you receive that help, it's more like give and take. You can only receive when you give. Without giving, you cannot expect it back. So it just shows, or it rather just reinforces the belief in I think goodness, I would say God, or not exactly God, I would say like a positive energy which is working in this atmosphere, in this world, where you can give, where you can surely, if you help, you will receive the same amount of help, even if not from the same person, but from 100 other people. So this story really reinforces your belief in love, help, care and support for people. So these two movies are my favorite till date out of the Hallmark movies, and the rest all were mostly like related to Christmas, winter, family reunion, get togetherness, love and togetherness, all in all. So why I wanted to talk about these movies were because all of these movies are so light and so genuine and credible. It talks about the importance of love, family, friendship, togetherness, how to find happiness in little things, and just being happy by having people who you really love and care about near you. And also the fact that these movies are of a very short duration, you can just watch and just forget about it, and in those little frame of time, it's really impactful. So that was all, because lots of people were asking me about some movie recommendations and stuffs. So I think right from my college I have been saying people to please go and watch Hallmark movies, because you will find a movie from your kind of genre. You can have movies in the romance genre, like this one was more of the like God's Compass is something to do with the belief, like you need to believe, and something of a different kind of genre. So you will have a movie on, I think, on variety of genre there, mostly romance, as like the ones which I have seen till now. So yeah, that's it, Hallmark movies. You can definitely go and check it out. Now, so far as movies are concerned, like movies which have really changed me till date, I will be making a video on that. But before that, I would also like to make a video on books which have changed me, because I'm more of a book person, so I have read more books than watched movies, I would say. So I will also make a video on the books which have changed me. And yeah, it's November, so we are very soon reaching the end, that is of 2019, and a new year is coming again. So what I would really like to say is that there's nothing called like a new year resolution or something like that, because I don't keep new year resolutions, because it just doesn't work out. So what I would say is just have faith, just believe in yourself, and just keep doing things you love. That's it. Stay happy, stay blessed and love yourself. Bye.